Well, howdy there, friends. Today, we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from Sister Act 2 Back in the Habit have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. 1. Whoopy Goldberg as Dolores. After featuring in Sister Act 2, Goldberg lent her voice to Shenzi in the cherished Disney film The Lion King and portrayed Buckwheat's mother in the comedy The Little Rascals. Subsequently, she took on the role of Mavis Ray in the short-lived television series Whoopy. In 2010, she revisited her character Dolores on the stage, participating in the West End stage rendition of Sister Act. In 1994, Goldberg achieved a historic milestone as the inaugural Black woman to host the Academy Awards, her daytime Emmy triumph for Beyond Tara. The Extraordinary Life of Hattie McDaniel in 2002 positioned Goldberg among the exclusive group of 16 entertainers who boast the coveted EGOT collection, signifying victories in the realms of Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards. Presently, Goldberg graces television screens almost daily as a co-host on the esteemed talk show The View. Recently, she took on the role of Mother Abigail Fremantle in the TV adaptation of Stephen King's novel The Stand. Looking ahead, audiences may anticipate her return as Dolores in Sister Act 3, although the film's release date remains unknown, requiring fans to exercise patience. 2. Kathy Najimy as Sister Mary Patrick. In Sister Act 2, Kathy Najimy reprised her role as Sister Mary Patrick, a warm-hearted nun whom Dolores initially encountered at St. Catherine's Convent in Sister Act. Subsequently, you may have caught her portraying Olivia Massery in the sitcom Veronica's Closet. Most likely, you've recognized her as the voice behind Peggy Hill on King of the Hill. Najimy maintains that embodying Peggy remains one of the most rewarding experiences in her entire career. Najimy also graced the screen in the comedy Rat Race, portraying the character Bev. Amidst her hectic acting commitments, Najimy joyfully welcomed her daughter, Samia, into the world in 1996, and in 1998, she exchanged vows with her longtime partner, Dan Finnerty. More recently, she assumed a supporting role as Wendy Keegan in Veep. Beyond her acting pursuits, Najimy is fervently dedicated to women's rights. "I have identified as a feminist since I was 14 years old," shared Najimy with Metro Weekly. "And feminism is committed to the equality and dignity of all individuals." Najimy commenced her acting journey with the feminist production The Kathy and Mo Show, persisting in similar endeavors. She played a pivotal role in creating the off-Broadway production Gloria, a tribute to the life of Gloria Steinem. Additionally, she actively participates in the Time's Up organization. 3. Maggie Smith as Mother Superior. Maggie Smith, who portrayed the Reverend Mother in Sister Act, reprised her role in the sequel. Following Sister Act 2, her professional triumphs continued with contributions to Downtown Abbey and Gosford Park. The portrayal of Mrs. Delahunty in My House in Umbria garnered her an Emmy, and having already claimed an Oscar and a Tony Award, she joined the select few actors in achieving Triple Crown distinction. However, in the present day, Smith is most recognized by a fresh generation of admirers for her role as Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter films. Smith is a remarkably dedicated actress, persisting in her work while grappling with breast cancer for a span of 2 years. She underwent treatment during the filming of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. "I was hairless. I had no problem getting the wig on. I was like a boiled egg," Smith recounted to The Times. She acknowledged feeling horribly sick during shooting, admitting, "I was holding on to railings thinking, I can't do this." Smith's unwavering commitment in the face of adversity exemplifies her dedication to her craft. Far from slowing down, Smith's momentum has only accelerated. She clinched a Golden Globe as Best Supporting Actress in 2010 for her performance in Season 2 of Downton Abbey. And currently, she is slated to appear in the forthcoming films A Boy Called Christmas and The Miracle Club. 4. Barnard Hughes as Father Maurice. Barnard Hughes took on the character of Father Maurice in Sister Act 2. He portrayed the kind but somewhat bumbling leader of the friars at St. Francis Academy, offering unwavering support to the school choir despite his limitations. While Hughes was primarily recognized for his contributions to Broadway, he continued to engage in film and television projects post-Sister Act 2. Resuming his role as Buzz Richmond on the family drama Blossom until 1994, he also portrayed Henry in the film adaptation of the musical The Fantastics in 2000. Regrettably, Hughes passed away in 2006 at the age of 90. His final appearance was a guest spot as Judge Paniccio in the television series Deadline. In 2000, he entered retirement, briefly returning to the screen for a cameo in the documentary The Making of Tron. He will forever be commemorated as a diligent actor, leaving an enduring impact both on stage and on the screen. 5. Mary Wicks as Sister Mary Lazarus. Mary Wicks returned to portray Sister Mary Lazarus in Sister Act 2. In the initial movie, she led the choir at St. Catherine's Convent until Dolores assumed control. In the sequel, she and a group of fellow nuns convinced Dolores to take on the role of the new music teacher at St. Francis Academy. Shortly after her appearance in Sister Act 2, Wicks took on the role of Aunt March in a 1994 adaptation of the timeless novel Little Women. She also lent her voice to Grandma on Life with Louie and portrayed Ella McCulloch in the television movie Weldon Pond. A mere 2 years after the release of Sister Act 2, Wicks passed away due to complications following surgery. Before her passing, Wicks had provided the voice for Laverne in the Disney film The Hunchback of Notre Dame, rendering the song A Guy Like You. The movie was released posthumously. The absence of Sister Mary Lazarus will undoubtedly be felt in Sister Act 3, and her unique presence will be fondly remembered. 6. James Coburn as Mr. Crisp. James Coburn joined the ensemble as a fresh face in Sister Act 2. The actor, renowned primarily for his contributions to Western films and action movies, portrayed Mr. Crisp, the administrator of St. Francis Academy. The destiny of the school rested in his hands, and he unraveled Dolores's concealed past. But just as he was poised to intervene with her plans, she secured a triumphant victory for the choir in the grand competition. Following Sister Act 2, Coburn continued to secure roles in numerous well-received films. His portrayal of Glenn Whitehouse in the 1997 drama Affliction earned him an Academy Award. In 2001, you might have recognized his voice as Waternoose in the 2001 Pixar film Monsters, Inc., and in 2002, he assumed the role of Thunderjack in the comedy Snow Dogs. Coburn concluded his on-screen presence with a guest appearance as Slaughterhouse Sid Pirelli in the television series Arlie Taz. Sadly, in 2002, Coburn passed away due to a heart attack at the age of 74. While he had battled arthritis for several years, seemingly returning to good health in the 1990s, his manager, Hillard Elkins, remarked upon his passing, stating, "There'll never be another like him." 7. Michael Jeter as Father Ignatius. Michael Jeter took on the role of the eccentric Father Ignatius in Sister Act 2, where he served as the math instructor at St. Francis Academy. During the filming period, he concurrently portrayed Herman Stiles on the comedy series Evening Shade. Following the completion of Sister Act 2, he resumed his role as Herman until the show concluded with its final episode in 1994. In 1998, Jeter assumed the character of L. Ron Bumquist in the film adaptation of Hunter S. Thompson's semi-autobiographical novel Fear and Loathing, in Las Vegas. Subsequently, he portrayed Edouard Delacroix in the critically acclaimed film adaptation of Stephen King's The Green Mile. Notably, one of Jeter's distinctive roles in the later phase of his career was his voice work from 1998 to 2003, where he lent his talents to Mr. Noodle and Mr. Noodle's brother on Elmo's World and Sesame Street. His versatility in embracing such diverse roles contributed to his standing as a captivating actor. Jeter passed away in 2003 at the age of 50. His final significant role was a supporting character, Percy, in the action drama Open Range. 8. Wendy Mae as Sister Mary Robert. Wendy Mae reprised her role as Sister Mary Robert in Sister Act 2. She plays a pivotal role in convincing Dolores to don her habit again, ultimately persuading her to join the staff at St. Francis Academy. Mae has graced a diverse array of films post-Sister Act 2. In 1997, she portrayed Jackie Fram in the family-friendly comedy Air Bud, where her son discovers a homeless golden retriever with basketball skills acquired during its time in the circus, leading her to reluctantly adopt the talented dog. Subsequently, she assumed supporting roles in the comedy series Listen Up and Oliver Bean. Venturing into a different genre, she embodied the character Greer Thornton in the crime drama State of Play. In 2019, she played Dorothy in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, a fictional film inspired by the life of Fred Rogers. Upcoming, McKenna takes on a lead role as Margaret in the drama Spiked, slated for release in March 2021. 9. Cheryl Lee Ralph as Florence Watson. Florence Watson, portrayed by Cheryl Lee Ralph, initially doubts her daughter Rita's aspiration for a musical career. Although aware of Rita's talent, Florence fears that pursuing a singing career might lead her daughter towards an unattainable dream. However, witnessing Rita's performance ultimately transforms Florence's perspective. Ralph has remained notably active since her involvement in Sister Act 2. She held a recurring role as Maggie Foster on the George series until 1994, and shortly thereafter, she commenced her portrayal of Dee Mitchell on the widely acclaimed family comedy Moesha. Her recognizable roles also include Maggie Turner on Instant Mom and Claudette on Ray Donovan. Beyond her contributions to Hollywood, Ralph enjoyed a stint on Broadway, joining the cast of Wicked as Madame Morrible. In 2005, she entered matrimony with Pennsylvania State Senator Vincent Hughes. In 2012, she shared her life experiences through her memoir, Redefining Diva: Life Lessons from the Original Dream Girl. Rumors circulate about her prospective role as Ms. Taylor in the romance film Cooking for Love, and she is actively engaged in developing a pilot for the series Harlem's Kitchen. 10. Robert Pastorelli as Joey Bustamante. In Sister Act 2, Joey Bustamante was portrayed by Robert Pastorelli. Despite his limited screen time, his comedic prowess shone through, leaving a lasting impression among the talented ensemble. During his youth, Pastorelli harbored aspirations of becoming a professional boxer. However, a serious car accident during his teenage years led him to shift his focus toward an acting career. In the years that followed Sister Act 2, he assumed the roles of Johnny Verona in Double Rush and Fitz in Cracker, Mind Over Murder. Additionally, he revisited his supporting character, Eldon Bernecki, a house painter more inclined to dispense advice than wield a paintbrush, on the comedy series Murphy Brown. The later years of Pastorelli's professional journey were marked by the untimely death of his girlfriend in 1999. In 2004, at the age of 49, he passed away. His final cinematic work, Be Cool, was released posthumously a year after his demise. 11. Thomas Gottschalk as Father Wolfgang. Thomas Gottschalk made an appearance in Sister Act 2 as Father Wolfgang, the cook at St. Francis Academy. Despite having a substantial career in the entertainment industry, chances are you haven't come across him on television unless you're an avid follower of German programming. Gottschalk initiated his acting journey in the 1970s. However, presently, He doesn't assume on-screen characters. Instead, he is renowned for his role as a game show host. Gottschalk's most recent acting involvement was a guest appearance as Johnny Silver on the television series Hubert und Staller nearly a decade ago. His last contribution to film was a supporting role as a zookeeper in the 2011 film Jürgen. Currently, Gottschalk is best recognized as one of the former presenters of the game show Wetten, Das. He commenced hosting the show in 1981 and eventually retired from the position in 2011. Nevertheless, he made a return for a guest appearance in 2021. Presently, he occasionally features in other German shows and documentaries. 12. Lauryn Hill as Rita Watson. Lauryn Hill was still years away from achieving international pop acclaim when she took on the role of Rita Watson in Sister Act 2. Rita, an incredibly gifted singer with a rebellious streak, excels in the choir despite her tendency to ignore class. By 1994, Hill had introduced her debut album, Blunted on Reality, alongside The Fugees. Their subsequent release, The Score, followed in 1996. In 1998, Hill unveiled her solo project, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, securing 5 Grammy Awards and recently earning recognition from Rolling Stone as one of the greatest albums of all time. Despite her musical success, Hill grappled with discomfort regarding her celebrity status. Although she presented the album MTV Unplugged No. 2 with fresh live material in 2002, she essentially withdrew from the public eye. While she occasionally performs, Hill ultimately chose not to dedicate her life to constant public scrutiny. In an interview with Rolling Stone, she expressed, "I sacrificed the quality of my life to help people experience something that had been unreachable before then. When I saw people struggling to appreciate what that took, I had to pull back and make sure I and my family were safe and good. I'm still doing that." 13. Brad Sullivan as Father Thomas. Brad Sullivan took on the role of Father Thomas in the film. Sullivan gained prominence in director George Roy Hill's acclaimed The Sting, 1973, portraying Cole, the hired assassin pursuing the characters played by Robert Redford and Paul Newman. After various roles in other productions, Sullivan reunited with star Newman and director Hill for Slapshot, 1977, a successful comedy centered around a struggling hockey team. Departing from his usual stoic and reserved roles, Sullivan embodied the outrageously vulgar hockey player Maurice Mo Wanchuk. In the realm of television, Sullivan assumed the character Artemus Ward in the 1984 miniseries George Washington and portrayed Judge Roy Bean in the 1991 television movie The Gambler Returns, The Luck of the Draw. His television credits extend to Miami Vice, The Equalizer, Against the Law, and Best of the West. He held recurring roles on I'll Fly Away, embodying Mr. Zollicofer Weed, the former Marine-turned-wrestling coach, and NYPD Blue, playing Patsy Ferrara, a retired prizefighter who imparted wisdom to Bobby Simone about caring for birds. As a cast member of the drama Nothing Sacred, 1997-1998, he portrayed Father Leo, the seasoned priest, guiding his younger colleagues. His final television appearance was in a 2000 episode of Law and Order. Sullivan's contributions to theater include off-Broadway productions such as The Ballad of Soapy Smith by Michael Weller, 1984, and Neil Bell's Cold Sweat, 1988, at Playwrights Horizons. Residing on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, Sullivan passed away on December 31, 2008, at the age of 77, succumbing to cancer. 14. Alana Ubach as Maria. Alana Ubach took on the role of Maria in Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. In 2004, Ubach starred in the film Waiting, alongside Ryan Reynolds and Anna Faris, and secured the part of a Latina caterer in Meet the Fockers, 2004. She also held recurring roles on Hung, 2009, and Californication, 2013. Ubach, alongside Lisa Edelstein, featured as a regular cast member on Bravo's inaugural scripted series, Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce. Ubach portrayed Jo, who relocates to Los Angeles to redefine herself in the guest house of her recently divorced best friend from college, Abby. Describing the show as entertaining and stylish, it's highly relatable. Ubach assumed the role of Joe following Janine Garofalo's departure. Recent television characters include Suze Howard on Euphoria, Tessa Flores on Guilty Party, and Carol Atkinson on The Flight Attendant. In 2022, it was revealed that Ubach had been cast in the leading role of Susan Bennett on the Peacock series Ted, the television adaptation of the popular movie. In June 2008, Ubach headlined and narrated her ongoing solo performance, Patriotic Bitch, which ran at the Clurman Theater in Theater Row. In a review of Patriotic Bitch, the New York Times characterized it as an entertaining one-act sequence of character monologues and acknowledged Ubach's undeniable talent. Ubach is wedded to record producer Tom Russo, and together they share a son. Thanks for joining us on this nostalgic journey through Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, 1993, cast then and now. It's been a delightful experience revisiting the iconic characters and tracing the incredible paths the cast members have taken since. If you enjoyed this blast from the past, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more exciting content, and share your favorite moments in the comments below. Stay tuned for more insights into the evolution of your favorite films.